Hey, welcome back. Thank you for the break time. Was most excellent. Dogs are fed. I got some coffee.
Come on.
Are you sure? Are you sure you want to come this way? Yeah, I didn't think so. You go now. You go.
They're scanning for me.
Guess he wanted to fight after all. They're heading for Red Echoes. Dora Vengeance. I think it's about to storm here in Colorado. It's really dark out. It's only 2 in the afternoon. And it's starting to look like nighttime. But we're going to be pushing into some new territory here we haven't been in yet. And I'm glad we did those hunting grounds. I Crave, if you're still out there, I appreciate the encouragement to go do those. That was worthwhile. Not just for the rewards, the skill point, but mostly just for the practice. And when we make it to the next hunting ground, we'll take advantage. Even if our next 3 skill points go into Tinker, I'll be tempted to spend for the increased medicine pouch. Anytime I get into a larger scrap, big enemy, herd of enemies, more than once I've run out of medicine pouch and I start falling back on the potions. It would be nice not to have to use those potions. Doubling the size of the medicine pouch. I think it'll go a long way. Quick review of the tutorial quests we could activate. We've got the Tripcaster, trip machines with blast wires. Could have done that during the hunting grounds. Freeze robots weak to freeze damage, like Tramplers, Fire Bellbacks, Rock Breakers, and shock machines weak to shock damage, like Stalkers and Long Legs. When we see enemy types, we should run them through that tutorial list, activate any of those that we can. A Bellowback. I had a really rough time fighting that Bellowback in the Cauldron. This is, my God, is that a redhead with a bow? Wasn't she there yesterday?
The Iceman cometh.
Iceman! What's up? I believe she was. I don't think you're imagining things. I think you're onto something. So, Iceman, we wrapped yesterday in the middle of our first cauldron and finished that today. I had a rough time with the Bellowback down there. Got killed a couple times.
I need the knowledge in the cauldrons to override these machines.
Wait, I can't override the Bellowback already. I know we defeated one and we unlocked overrides on a number of different creatures. Was the Bellowback one of the creatures we can now override? We're gonna find out. Doesn't say in my scanning, does it?
These are helpful. Bitter, though.
No, silent strike. But not override. What have I done? Why did I get involved in this fight? Okay, what are we doing? Freeze bombs. And I should activate that tutorial quest. Freeze robots. I think it's blue if you can override. Okay. Got the wrong arrow types there. Well, we're just getting cooked. Ah! And it takes more damage when it's frozen. Man, does it just lead me with those fucking bombs or what? Its range is intense and it just leads me with them. It seems to know right where I'm going. Did we already get full crit? No, we got 1 of 3. I'm not sure where the... I'm not sure where the failure was. Where are all my health potions at? That got him. Okay. Go for 3. It's still frozen though, right? So maybe I wouldn't get credit for trying to freeze it again. While it's still frozen. Stop, you freaky thing. I don't like your fire. Alright, here we go. Nope. There we go. Okay, 3. Yeah! Woo? Woo!
I'd have to ditch something.
You have to ditch something, huh? We might have what we need to carry more. Which one was for mods? We are short fox bones. 1 fox bone. So let's drop some other lesser mod for now. And then we'll get a fox bone ASAP. So that's another tutorial down. So what do you think of the cauldron in general? It was very cool. I was in awe of it at first. Most of the way through it. Didn't know what was going on. We hadn't seen so much tech anywhere in the game, so it was kind of mind-blowing. Makes sense that with all these machines around that they would have to be created somewhere and that there would be facilities. I thought it was really cool. Not trying to dredge up the past, but for as much as it reminded me of an Andromeda Vault, it was a lot more fun for me than the Andromeda Vault. But it sure had that feel to it. Shellwalkers, were they, let's see if they were targeted in either of our tutorial quests that are left. Trip machines with blast wires, that could be any machines. Stalkers and longlegs, things that are vulnerable to shock bombs. Now let's get back on our, let's get back on mission. Red Echoes is where we're headed. Pretty sure it's starting to storm here. I only heard what might have been a few thunderclaps, but Lonnie is hovering. She hovers a lot during storms. Does not handle them well.
Easier when I was a kid.
She'd been running down hills easier when she was a kid. A lot of things to cycle through on that utility bar, too. Lonnie, come on, you gotta get out of there. You cannot be is the camera still aligned? Lonnie's starting to crawl under my stream desk. Around the tripod, the mic boom. And she's not a small pup, she's a 65-pound husky.
That'll help.
Oh, mods, right. I gotta make more room. We gotta find a fox. We gotta kill a fox. Same as one of the ones I just dropped, but anyways. Turned around. Yes, I did. Got some new ruins. We can find a couple vantages today. Those glimpses into the past.
Keep that for
Very
later.
cool stuff. Neom! I sure did. I enjoyed the cauldron very much. Struggled a bit with the fire bellowback. I don't know if you got here a few minutes ago or just now. Welcome, by the way. Just took down another fire bellowback. It went much more smoothly. Couple freeze bombs. Yeah, it went quite a bit better. So we're back to heading for Red Echoes. We also did the hunting lodge. The first one, the level 8 hunting lodge down here. Wherever it is down here. Down here. We did all 3. Got the Blazing Sun on all 3. Got our extra skill point.
I know how to override a sawtooth. If I can get in close.
Get in close enough, yeah. Working on it. Not close enough? Come on. Come on. Why are we not getting an override prompt? She said, I know how to override a sawtooth.
She saw me.
Get with it! Okay. So, this guy's not a mount? Does that mean he'll fight for us? He does not seem to be mountable. He does seem confused. Weird. Is he supposed to be mountable? Sadly, you can only mount the horse types. Okay, the Striders. So does it work like a charm? When you've overridden them, do others just fight for you? For the duration?
He was too young. Oh, goddess, what shall I tell his children?
Spin for life. Nice. No cats will take a mount. Are you kidding? I'm pretty sure I've seen that happen before. My neighbors ride their house cats all the time down the street. I don't know what you're talking about. Vantage back to the west, some vessels and flowers to the east. We're here for revenge. Revenge of the Nora. Aloy, Sona, and Varl have discovered that the killers from the Proving have a base in Devil's Grief. It's time to wipe them out. Oh yeah, it's thunder in here. Big time. Huge roll of thunder.
Devil's Grief. Foreboding sight, huh?
Don't you ever wonder what it used to look like? Back when the old ones lived here.
You're not like other Nora.
That's what they tell me.
War Chief? Our scouts found enemy camps in the ruins, guarding the approach to the Ring of Metal.
Then we should hit those camps first. Make sure they stay quiet.
Agreed. Wipe out the camps, and our enemies in the Ring of Metal won't see us coming.
I'll take out the alarms.
We'll send Braves to each camp to lie in wait. What you start, they'll help finish.
Braves! It is time. Time to fight.
Just type it.
Time to kill. Maybe time to die. We will regroup there, at the base of the tallest tower. Then, to the Ring of Metal and Vengeance. Today, we break taboo to honor our dead and punish our enemies. Blood spilled for blood spilled.
Blood spilled. Or
May
blood
All
spilled.
Mother forgive our trespass, and if not, may she lay her wrath solely upon me. Now, to battle.
Good speech. Clear the camps. 3 camps. Did you hear Lonnie there? Some major storm is brewing here. All right, 3 camps. Let's go. That coming through? Lonnie's in the hallway. She's kind of howling. She's...
Ouch.
As well. Really? Like shooting fish in a barrel. Like missing fish in a barrel. Kapla! Star Trek fan. Yeah. You heard that thunder, right? My house is shaking right now. It's okay, Lonnie. It's okay. I know, I saw it spike past the noise gate. Some of that must have come through. Hopefully we don't lose power. That was. Yeah, hi, Lonnie. Thunderstruck. What's up, Gudgeum? How are you doing, man? Come to mama. Yeah, well, one of the 2 dogs, Edge, only one of them seems to actually care about the noise. I do need a fox. We need fox bones. Come on, get over here. Yeah, come on over here. No? All right, I'm gonna move up to another patch of grass after it turns away. Ah, which bot are you messing with? Messing with the new bot for Twitch. And how are you, Commander J? I am most excellent. Loving the game. We're exploring some new territory. Done some hunting grounds and a cauldron today. And now we're going after camps in an act of vengeance. You know what? We've got corrupted enemies here. It's time to change our outfit. We purchased a new outfit. Sickness Eater. Heavy. A lot of corruption resist. Phantom Bot, I have heard of it. I don't know much about it, but I've definitely heard of it.
They're still looking.
So did you see a fox go by, Edge? A lot of critters, probably was.
Man down!
Why don't you come closer? Why don't you come closer, sir? Another man down! How's your stomach feeling? Looks like it hurts. That. Camp alarm. I feel like if we shoot the alarm, we're gonna set it off rather than disable it.
Calm.
Sailed right by him. Preternatural dodge. Coming back for more? Okay. Phantom Bot, more complex. Is Phantom Bot hosted as a service, or do you have to run it locally on your own machine? You'd think they'd see the skull sticking out. What about this? Yes! Of course, I'm getting shocked for standing in my own mess. I did not mean to use another shock. I just forgot to switch back. You have to run it. Okay. Hey, Steven. Welcome, man. How are you doing? It's going well here. Out with you. Seem to be wanting to move in for a full assault. I don't know if that's a good plan. This camp can't be clean already, can it? Did we really finish this camp? No manual way to disable blaze. Moobot is another hosted one, isn't it? A lot of people still use Moobot. Probably shouldn't blow up a blaze tank now that all my allies are standing around. Is there any reason to blow up those blaze tanks at this point? I would think not. Seems like we did clear this camp. There's only 4 or 5. Destroy the alarm. So if we sneak in, we can destroy the alarm, but from a distance, I don't think we can disable it. Else in here? Up and over. That was a raccoon, wasn't it? Not a fox. Foxes. Maybe? Fox! We don't really need a sharp shot arrow. That should be our bone. Fox bone! Alright, craft. Carry capacity. What was it? Go. It was mods. Fox bones. Bang. In fact, we can even do our final one. Fox skin, ridgewood, metal shards. Let's do it. We're now maxed for mods, resources, traps. Why not? Let's do that. Hunter bow. We're gonna need fox skin for another upgrade on that. It's good for now. Sound just cut out for a sec. The thunder continues to rumble here. So, what do you like about Phantom Bot? Gudgeum. What got you to take a look at it? Steven, do you like this? This is my sickness eater outfit. I kind of like the simple headpiece on the protector. More than wearing an animal's skull on my head, but you know. Terry, you had some bad storms last night. You're expecting storms tomorrow. Rest of the week, I think we're expecting storms the rest of the week here. Come closer, my dear. So I can rip your brains out! Another fox? No bones, no skin. Or at least no bones. The uncommon green loot marker seems to indicate some of the other parts. So what are we gonna get? Meat? Fatty meat, bony meat. That'll have either bone or skin. Raccoon bones. I don't know how much you followed Unkbot recently, Gudgeum, but it was for over a year. It was not in development. It was no longer in development. But it is now back in development, full swing. In fact, it may even become a, I don't want to chase that guy down. It may even become a commercial project. Whereas right now it's still completely free. But to resume development, they started taking donations. They've now closed down the donations as they contemplate making it a commercial project. But it's back under full swing development. It's been getting new features and updates on almost a weekly basis. It's got GameWisp integration now, which it didn't have before. And other integrations. Even got Discord integration, although that's a bit limited for my purposes. The new design is awful. It's really, it looks like the same design to me. They've added new buttons. You can finally scale the window. More things are searchable, scrollable, more context menus for doing things. Unkbot has gotten much busier. Thanks for that. I'd say it's a lot more functional now. I'm really pleased with some of the changes. Destroy the alarm. Alarm, alarm. Are those prisoners? Nora Braves, or are those... Sneak into the alarm. Can't hear.
Haven't you got anything better to do?
They're gonna get the alarm off. Sloppy. Sloppy. Did you gonna see that? It was sloppy. See them guys with blaze canisters on their backs. Fire arrows are always fun. They are. I was trying to stealth in there, though. Yeah. My plan was not to light the place up until that alarm was disabled. I wanted to stealth my way in and disable it. Thank you, Lonnie. Please don't encroach. But yeah, I see the tanks on their backs. It is not lost on me that we could have some explosive fun. Beady Gray, what's up, man? Discord, JavaScript errors. Are you trying to install the Better Discord mod as well? If you are, I would, at least for now, just rule that out. Make sure you're not having trouble because of the Better Discord mod. Lonnie, please. Storm is freaking the dogs out. At least one of them. Huh. Not cool. Not cool. Lonnie, please stop licking my arms right now. Please stop. It's okay. Okay.
Smoke weed every day.
Chronic! What's up, Chronic? Glad you could join us, man.
Signal time. Get them.
You cannot run from right.
Be praised.
We did what must
Well, it
be
wasn't
done.
clean, it wasn't quiet, and we didn't get any boom boom, but they're down. There are too many things on this utility bar. If I get panicky and want to get to a health potion, I never seem to know how many times I have to scroll over. It's very distracting to stop and go, okay, rock, shock, this, traps, okay, there it is. How's HCD treating me? Most excellent. Most excellent, my friend. I'm loving it. So, BD Gray, there's a lot of information out there on what happens with Discord and Better Discord and those JavaScript errors, which you may have to do if you're still having trouble. Uninstall it. Anything you've got left for Better Discord, I can't poke through it all effectively right now, but there should be a folder under app data, some application data for Better Discord. You may have to manually dump that stuff and just do one clean install of Discord. It shouldn't be too hard to fix, but I can't really hone my focus on that right now. But if you're still getting JavaScript errors when you're trying to load it, it's possible you still have some Better Discord involvement. Which, with an up-to-date version, should work fine. But that's what it sounds like you're running into. It's kicking out a section of code. A little late for that. Another fox. Yes. 2 foxes. There's another upgrade that needed the fox skins. So let's see if we can score any of that. Finally is right, man. I'm glad you're finally getting that looked at. Properly looked at. Did I just heal? Yeah. Okay. A dedicated whistle button that didn't have to be swapped out for your utility items. That would be kind of nice. I'd like that. You catch more of that thunder? It's close right now. Come to mama. Come to mama. Six more days to wait. Nice. Button control. Stand in the corruption with this heavy corruption resist armor on. Still had an effect. Still did some damage. Maybe it just was greatly lessened. I want to see a vantage that looks out at some of these buildings. There's one way back to the west, and there's one way over here to the east. I feel like there should be a vantage right in here somewhere. There isn't, there isn't. Arrow check. Did you find the one for the Ring of Metal? That's high. Did you find the one for the Ring of Metal? We did climb. We get names for them. Is it one of these two? I feel like one of those two might have been the Ring of Metal. Does that sound right? Look right. We did have to work to get to one of them. It was pretty high up in an old building. Upper right. Then no, we haven't been there yet. Supply crate. You were in the area? Well, there's that one. Is that the one you're talking about? I mean, we haven't been... This is our first time to this area. And the only vantages we've done were down here. There was that one, and that one. That's it. And you said upper right. I assume it's something we haven't done yet, like that one. Switch shoulders, can I? Not tagged. Someone is... They all became untagged. Some of them at least became untagged. I wandered off to go looting. Some are still tagged. He's ducking. Shit! I mean, I didn't have line of sight anyways. Screw it!
You hear that?
Move along now.
Blaze container, but I don't have a clear shot on it. Chronic, thank you for the host, man.
Eyes on me, brothers! Let me get the signal!
Come on, faster.
You will not escape me!
We don't have a word.
Oh, we're actually can't. Come on, you don't want to stay in the water here. Trust me, girl, you do not want to stay in the water here.
last.
Yes. Go to the tallest tower. I like the sound of that. Why are arrows still flying? Still shooting.
Just go like this.
What the hell? Corrupted Red Eye Watcher. Oh, just a Watcher. They're all freaking out over a Watcher.
It didn't hit. Help you now.
I'm standing in the corruption though. Nice.
Need them soon enough.
Desert glass. Hard time believing that these ruins right here are devoid of stuff. Maybe they are, but what if we had to climb that thing? Being told to climb the tallest tower, which is that vantage. Good, that's where we're headed. With that, I'm pleased. Let's get to this campfire, unlock it, quick save. Maybe grab these vessels and this flower before we head to the tallest tower. How are you finding this? Edie Gray, I love it, man. It's a fantastic game on almost every level. No big complaints. Hardly any minor frustrations, even. If you asked me what I would change about the game, I'd be hard-pressed to come up with stuff. What I've found so far is that I might like some more free climbing. Data corruption, minimal. Text data points, all the same. Possibly. Gonna do platinum. Not something I usually go for. Every once in a while there's a game that just want to do every little thing in it. This could be one of those. Personal log, user 67681. I'm so sick of these robot battle hollows. How many of these things can you watch before you realize that every single episode is exactly the same? Show up on the battlefield, you watch a bunch of Thrasher bots tear each other up, you choose which corp you're gonna root for, explosions, 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 and then it's over. Am I the idiot? Everybody else seems to love this stuff. Well, it's gonna come over here, but not for a while. Close enough. I hesitate to speculate, Chronic. Worried about getting too much feedback from people. Do I have any theories about what happened to the world? Well, in broad strokes, we know that machines were being used to replace a lot of military personnel. That over time, more and more bots were being used for previously human tasks, and that was moving into warfare. So it could be something. And please, no one confirm or deny this stuff. This is a blind playthrough. Please do not spoil anything about the plot. But it does seem a little bit Terminator-ish. Machines were built to serve man, and now we're left with a bunch of machines and very little man. So they clearly came into conflict. We've seen cave paintings that seem to indicate that there was a period when these creations of man coexisted peacefully. There are stories being told by the tribes about how the machines weren't as hostile as they have become. That over time they've become more hostile, and that's even before the corruption. The corrupted machines that control other machines. As for what things have you climbed, I don't know if you're asking about a tall neck. We climbed one tall neck. Yes, we got aboard top of one tall neck. That was the tall neck down here in Devil's Thirst. And that's what opened up this whole eastern part of the map. And we've seen a few vantage points that look into the past. And the text lore that goes with those memories, those vantage memories, as well as other things, other logs, been exceptional. And they are starting to put some pieces in place. We've been into one cauldron. So we now have seen some of how the machines are created. A little piece of that. Hey there, Bloodwolf. And Shagzomatic. What's up, you two? Welcome. Before we head to that tallest tower in that vantage, which I'm excited to get to, I want to, let's pick up some stuff. We're looking for an ancient vessel. Somewhere in here. And the vessels seem to be in little loot crates. Little containers. They're not big things. Like that. There's one right there. That's going to be one of those vessels. Ancient vessel, USRC special. It's so cool that they're mugs. Our anniversary mugs are in the game. A cracked and battered vessel, once dear to the old ones, bears the legend USRC. Well, Chronic, I'd like to indulge your curiosity and my own, but I don't think I have enough pieces to make any good theories yet. Why would the machines have turned, or what would have started an actual conflict between these robotic creations of man and man? I don't think we've seen signs of a why. We've only seen hints of a that. Go for this flower first, and then north and east. This looks like a city, though. If we look at the map, the ruins that are here are more spread out. Is this some sort of arena or amphitheater? Tall building, ruins of other buildings, roughly grid shape, roads between them.
Going down fast.
while someone kind of hinted at the more precise time frame, it's clearly not just 50 years, 100 years. It's got to be at least hundreds of years. And while I may know more precisely how long it is, because someone did say, don't clarify that. As far as we're concerned in game, it's still a mystery. But this amount of decay does not happen quickly. This takes time. Let's see if we can override Sawtooth and get it to raise some hell in here. Tall grass? Tall grass? Does that count? Yes. Okay. Not close enough to override, though. We might need to take out you little bugger. Okay, they saw me. Shit. I wonder if I could possibly lose their aggro. That's not going well. Not well at all. See, cycling through to those health potions makes me a little crazy. We get up in here. Up and in and over. Is there any chance of getting to cover? Or are they still on me like glue?
Right.
Hold to override. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Raise some hell! Yeah! That's what I want. Whoa! Hi! Jesus. You scared him off! Nice. Honey, you gotta get out of there. Come on. You gotta get out of there. Woo! Now, what about the ones you're controlling? Can you... Nice shot. Can you take them out while you're controlling them? Will they turn hostile again? Let's find out. That's right. Show me your tanks. Can you reapply control while you already have control? No, it looks like not.
I'll tuck that away.
So that control's wearing out, and it does seem like it wears off more quickly if you attack them, Lonnie. Thank you. Thank you for wanting to help. She's licking my arms and my legs and crawling under the desk.
Just stay out of their way for now.
Strip some parts. Hold on, do we have a tutorial that applies here? I think we do at least one. How about blast wires? Strip machines with a blast wire if we can. You can get an upgrade so they stay friendly until they're destroyed. Well, that sounds nice. Watch out, Lonnie, please. Please, Lonnie. Yeah, I know, you're not loving that. So how come we got credit for all three? We were supposed to trip 3 machines. One more! One more! Crunchy munchies! Cool, we got our level. You know what that means? 3 points. Got some choices here. I was planning to pick up Tinker. But I'm not so sure we need it right away. There might be something else to spend it on. Ammo crafter could be nice. Herbalist. Tinker! But, yes, I want Tinker, but do I need Tinker now? When am I going to start removing coils and weaves? Might I not get 3 skill points between now and when I actually need to remove something? That's my thought. Some other melee options? Lonnie, relax, please. Please. Please stop crawling under the desk, babe. Please. Double shot, triple shot, fast reload. Fast reload would be nice. Quiet sprint. Strong strike. Strong strike. Your strike. Hey, Rex. Love. Q. Picking my arm constantly. Really tempted to pick up Ammo Crafter. Quiet Sprint. Should start the critical hit tree. Spin for life, haven't we already? We've already got 2 points in the critical hit tree. So we don't need to start it. We've already started it. We've got critical hit and critical hit plus. The only thing left in the critical hit tree is double and triple shot. Being able to slot multiple arrows to shoot at the same time is a game changer for you. A lot more damage at the sensitive spots right off the bat. Made huge baddies much more doable. I do like the sound of that. Reminder for everyone, and we're all good here. I appreciate these tips. It is a blind playthrough, so generally speaking, if you want to offer tips about skills, combat, approaches, things like that, please ask first if you can. Process of discovery is a special one. You don't get it back. You only get one shot at figuring things out. And once you know, you can't unknow. But that makes a lot of sense. Those opening shots, to be able to notch an extra arrow, double your damage going in. I'd buy that for $1 or 3 skill points. So thank you, Sunshine. That'll work. That'll do nicely. Don't be. But thank you for being mindful of it. That's all I ask. No, good tips are good. But I'd still appreciate if you ask first. We were looking for Metal Flower out here, and then we were going to head north past another vessel, and then east towards our
Never know when I might need
vantage
these.
point. There it is, Metal Flower. You used triple arrow, you got caught in the explosion, huh? Metal Flower, Mark 1E. Code fragment. Function true. Summer grasses. All that remains of soldiers' dreams. Hold on. To notch an additional arrow. What did it say about notching an additional arrow? R1 while aiming to notch an additional arrow. Sweet. Awesome. Look at that. She keeps the additional arrow too. Right now I've got 2 notched. What are my thoughts? Bloodwolf, what are my thoughts on Mass Effect series going on hiatus? Not shocked.
And one of these.
Of course it's disappointing, but what is there to say? They handed one of their biggest franchises to a new group of people with mixed results. And because they're a business with bottom lines, they now have to confront the financial reality of those mixed results. And with another IP they're working on and other projects, it's not surprising that they are putting it on ice. I don't feel it's a situation where adding some DLC content is going to undo what has been done. The impact has been made. The impressions have been made. So even if they added some fantastic content at this point, it already is what it is. And so there we are. It's too bad. Chronic, that skill, the one I just took, the double arrows cause you to have a particular problem with your ammo conservation. But what I need to try and do is not notch additional arrows needlessly, and only notch them from time to time, like for an opening shot. Ancient vessel, Miriam. Cracked and battered vessel, once dear to the old ones, bears the logo Miriam. The whole audioscape in this game is great, BD Gray. The sound effects are excellent. Little details throughout. Visual, certainly, but the audioscape is so carefully crafted. Hey, Rivali, we've been wondering about you. Been busy over the past week, haven't been able to join this stream. All good. As you can see, we've started Horizon. I think you missed some of the Witcher streams as well. We'll be getting back to. Since it's Tuesday, I don't have anything else on the schedule, do I? We're gonna be back here on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and I am probably going to make one of those a Witcher day, just to mix things up, because I had wanted to do that. We were playing Witcher. I got so excited. I didn't want to lose some of the momentum we were getting, playing a little bit more Witcher. And now we've got the reverse of that. I'm all sucked into Horizon, and do I really want to break the momentum? I'll think about that. Because obviously we're going to spend more time in The Witcher. But Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we'll be back at this. Do you still need the anti-corruption suit? Now that's the one we're actually wearing. We got the Banuk Sickness Eater Heavy. We don't have any mods in it, but this should be our top tier anti-corruption suit. Is this one of those camps? Is that why there's still stuff here like the alarm? This is one of those camps. We don't need to be back here at all. We're headed for our vantage now. Saw something. We got a log up there. Oh, we got it from here. We can get it from a distance. Love it. I love this scanner. Luna, here I come. Personal log, user 565-79637. Looks like I'm heading to the moon. Met with Jerry today, and he told me some of our helium-3 mines are producing well below specs. Drone Ops has eyes on the ground up there, but even they can't say what's causing the problems. So the Corp is going to send up a team to investigate firsthand. Low-G training starts Monday. Luna, here I come. You seen the film, the movie Moon? Sam Rockwell? Good movie, by the way. Isn't that what they're mining on the moon in that film? Isn't he up there? Aren't they mining helium-3? Or it's something else. Maybe it's not helium-3.
These will keep.
Come get some. Dinner's on. Did I neglect to mention that your dinner? Because of the way I backtracked for some of those collectibles, we're coming back through the camps we've already cleared. Keeps throwing me off. These are probably going to be some of the biggest structural ruins we've been in yet, above ground. Yeah, I caught wind of a bit of that too. I don't want to blow the discussion open more. You're all quite free to discuss it, but that there was a lot more procedural generation intended for the game. There are systems that made it into the game that are remnants of what they had planned. When do you encounter, talking about Andromeda, right? When do you encounter certain spawned, I hesitate to say generic, but procedurally generated encounters. There are still some of those. But it was originally intended to be much more largely procedurally generated. And yeah, if you build a game around that and then change partway through, that's going to have a big effect on the outcome. See a log of some sort. Get it from here. Yeah. Idiot Army. Personal log, user 898-65441. I'm not sure what I expected being part of a hacker collective to be like, exactly, but so far the whole Idiot Army thing has been anticlimactic. Turns out being a world-renowned cyber threat mostly consists of hanging out in intentionally tacky-looking hollow spaces with dudes in anonymizing skins. Most of which are, like, meme-based. Like there's a dude, or maybe a few dudes with a skin modeled after that incredulous pigeon reaction hollow. Couple guys who are literally just walking kapuk trees. I asked someone what the big operation would be. I even had suggestions. Doxing Far Zenith, Fitzing corporate warbots, come on. And he called me a turd baron. As though data corrupted. It's more like a tanning bed. Very tiny tanning bed. Tanning bed for ants.
Oh, useful.
Yeah, it was years ago, wasn't it? During the development of ME2? Or am I mixing up Casey with someone else? Casey stay to work on 3. Casey was there. Casey was main on 3 and left during. I'm thinking of Drew. Thank you. Yeah, thinking of Drew. Carpathian. He left during 2. Casey stayed on for 3 and left during the early stages of Andromeda development. That sound right? It would seem these are not hostiles here, so I've been crawling around for no reason.
The camps have been dealt with. Now to the Ring of Metal. Its high walls protect the enemy. We'll have to scale the height. Under fire if we're detected.
I have another idea. Their base has a weakness. Send me in alone, and I'll exploit it. If I'm successful, I'll blow a hole in those walls big enough for the entire war party to charge through.
Sounds like a plan. So long as I get to come with you.
A war chief should be grateful for 2 arrows so eager to spring from the bow. Yes, Varl. Go with Aloy as her spearmate, but be vigilant.
Yes, War Chief. I will.
Go now. We wait on your signal.
I like Varl. His mom, not so much. It's something about her voice. Not just her attitude. There's something about her voice. Follow Varl. Wonder if I can do the Vantage first. I'd kind of like to. Wouldn't be surprised if it throws me out or tells me to get back to Varl. Something. Let's see if Varl's willing to wait.
Justice is worth damnation. May All Mother forgive.
Like the last one. Found something to climb on. More quickly. I think I spent somewhere between 5 and 10 minutes trying to find a first handhold around the last vantage point. Hey. Hooray! Ubisoft Towers. So far, the platforming in the game's been alright. Some opportunities to climb things the right way, and some room to do it your own way, the wrong way, but without more free climbing most of the time. You know, climbing mountains
Found a
Bethesda
vantage point.
style
Wonder what it used to be.
kind of works in some places. Doing the rabbit hop. That looks like a stadium. See if we get a glimpse of the stadium. We do! Denver Stadium? We're in Colorado? Are you shitting me? Nice. We might have gotten some hints of that before, but I did not absorb it, or not clearly. Apparently, we're in Colorado. Sweet.
A pocket shitstorm tour, day 6. I was fresh out of rehab when we saw the metallurgists play the Hearts Wayfarers. The Emmett jersey looked pretty funny. Hopefully you're sorry.
Go to the notebook. All the way over here, found in Devil's Grief. Air Force Academy. Yeah, the first vantage point, Air Force Academy. They gave it a slightly different name. There might even have been a name drop of Colorado in a few places. Home sweet home, Jay. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Is that the home of the American foot handball rubbish? I don't think you can pin that on Denver. Hi, Ma. So this would have been late May or early June. I was only a week or two out of rehab, still feeling pretty raw, pretty jangly about sober life. He'd already gone toe-to-toe with Mr. Gerson, that jerk principal who tried to block my readmission. I was looking at 8 weeks of summer school to make up for all the courses I'd flunked, but I didn't mind. Without drugs, I didn't really know what to do with myself yet, so I welcomed the structure. The metallurgists were playing the Wayfarers. As usual, Wyatt had box tickets. But this was the first time I'd agreed to go. Hell, it was probably the first time I'd ever agreed to do anything as a family. In retrospect, I'm surprised Wyatt was willing to bring his hellion stepson to a public event so soon. I'd seen teams slug it out on Hollow before, of course, but seeing it in the real was a whole other thing. The size of the machines, their speed, and the way they bashed each other to pieces, it was intense. All at once, my fascination with tech, which had kind of faded as I'd sunk into the drugs, came roaring back. When homie Rahman, the team's chief engineer, stopped by the box at halftime, I was all over him, blasting him with questions like a one-boy press conference. Looking back, it wouldn't surprise me if you took me to that game, hoping to get me excited about tech before I headed into summer school. Or was it that you wanted me to catch a glimpse of corporate privilege? It was always your dream that I'd end up in engineering or business. Well, there was plenty of engineering on display when Connor 12 scored with an 18-meter rocket jump, and plenty of VPs and even C-levels in the box with us when we cheered the goal. Yeah, it was a setup. You knew what you were doing. Always did. Fitting that it's set in Colorado, because anybody who thought of making robot-animal hybrids had to be high as fuck. Maybe. 'Tis possible. I haven't actually recognized any of the mountain ranges. But no matter. We rappel down somewhere here. Maybe here. And Edge, I did read your comment before and about Andromeda and the pacing, and I do think that there is a little... New team has things to learn all on their own, but I don't think you can dismiss the existence of the 3 existing titles as an opportunity to build on, and some of the lessons that coulda, shoulda, woulda been learned under other circumstances, even by a new team, just looking at what came before, should not be dismissed. I think some opportunities were missed to learn from and benefit from what had happened in the 3 existing titles, even if it's a whole new team. So, yeah, that kind of stung too. There were missed opportunities that didn't have to be missed opportunities.
You do have a plan, right?
You followed me this far, even into the ruins. I thought you trusted me.
I do, but how would you know that this base has a weakness?
Patience, Varl. You'll know soon enough.
Maybe it's like the DC of Fallout, not quite right. I had fun with that because I lived in Bethesda, Maryland for a while, and so a lot of the metro stations in Fallout 3, Friendship Heights, Tenley Town, just it was really cool to see familiar names, even though they didn't actually look familiar. They still were somehow. You're the metal ring. Well, he took me to this ledge. Did you want me to just jump up, or did you sort of follow me here? Oh, he's standing right there. What about this spot? Want to talk?
Take my hand.
Ammo check.
Take the one on the right.
I see 4. Which one on the right do you mean? Take the one on the right. I also don't have strike from above. Well, he's not counting on that. Take the one on the right.
E.T. said, "You can't be an instrument of shadow with people."
Take the one on. Okay.
You saw me. This is it.
Okay, we're still good. Trophy time. Well, Edge, I can appreciate that they were trying to do that.
Take the one on the left.
And in some ways, they succeeded very well at that. But it did not make for a whole package. I'm going for more exploration, restoring some of the more traditional RPG elements that were praised in the first game and deliberately put aside for the second game. I don't think, for all the people who appreciated and missed the RPG elements from 1 that were gone in 2 and 3, I think 2 is for good reason hailed as one of the best games ever created. And in so much as the series really took off with systems that were not so heavily RPG dependent, I don't think it was fundamental to success to bring them back. I don't think it was necessary. I think it was risky to take the series in another direction after they had met with such tremendous success at storytelling through lighter RPG elements. That's huge change. And the inventory system might have been softened, but seriously, I liked the easier one. I'm gonna stop talking about Mass Effect. I gotta get my head back in the game. Hey, Event, what's up? Had people who people are in Moscow were hyped playing the Metro series. Well, yeah, we've had a number of Russians who who were extremely pleased when we were doing some Metro here, and we will again. I think I owe a few people a vodka playthrough. We're gonna do something like Ranger difficulty and vodka difficulty at some point. Shouldn't you be crouched? I'm glad Varl is leading. I would have taken who knows what path through all of this.
There. See that covered shelter?
Do you see those corruptors?
Focus.
Hey,
Varl.
Goodwin. Sorry for the
That
confusion.
shelter is full of blaze. A whole stockpile of it. If I set it off, the explosion will destroy those corruptors and collapse the wall too.
A breach for the Nora to charge through. Can't hit it from here, though. We'll need to get closer.
I'll get closer. You head back, tell Sona the plan, and lead them to that side
Now
of
tell
the
me
ring.
the plan again.
I'll see it done.
We're gonna
And
do
when the
what?
wall collapses, I'll be first
Get
through
the wall to
breach.
collapse by using the corruptors. How?
Now all I have to do is make it all happen. If I can do this quietly, it'll be a lot easier.
First of all, where'd those corruptors go? That were in the cutscene. Because I never managed to scan one when we had corruptors at after the proving. They just showed us corruptors in the cutscene. Where are they? Sneak to the blaze. Shoot it with fire arrows to destroy the corruptors and clear a path for the Nora. Sneak to the blaze. On the other side of the stadium. So we just snuck through the stadium from over here to over here. But now we gotta get the blaze on the other side. Aha, okay. It's all the way over there. Okay, Edge, see you tomorrow. Actually, tomorrow, no stream tomorrow. Tomorrow's Wednesday, right? No stream tomorrow. See you Thursday. And, I guess it's possible. If I'm feeling punchy, I might sneak in an extra stream tomorrow. Maybe that's how we'll get our Witcher stream in. I don't know. No promises. But, at least according to the schedule, no stream tomorrow. Hacking, slashing, hey, get ready for this to turn into a huge mess. That's how I do! Now, I don't think I can, I don't think I can override a Bellowback. Oh, I didn't even see this guy right here. For some reason.
I need to get to that blaze fast.
All right, fine. We've been really spotted. You weren't kidding about the mess. Let's try that again, shall we? Damn. They weren't even on full alert, and yet somehow they were spot on targeting Aloy in the bushes. You almost did this full stealth. I'm gonna try again. Here's all those stealth skills and tactics, but we'll throw it all out the window.
Just quietly, it'll be a lot easier.
This mission bothered you because of that, huh? All right. Well, we'll see what we see. All right. Let me try some things. Let me try some things before throwing out strategies for me here. You saved Bellowback for last. Gotcha. Not good. Shh. Now don't start shooting arrows over here. Seriously, don't start shooting arrows over here, Mr. Suspicious. You don't know that I'm here. You don't know that.
That better not be one of ours.
He's coming to check. He's gonna get all pissy and alert. Somebody else doing the same thing, coming down this way. Check. Maybe.
Can breathe again.
Oh, that shot should not have missed his head.
Spot it. I need to get to that blaze fast.
Okay. Serpentine, serpentine.
I need to stop that blaze before it's too late. I should be able to hit the blaze from here.
Get her!
Oh, and I didn't even get to scan the corruptors. I should have scanned the corruptors. Wait, that's it? The fight's over because the war party's here. All right, that was a little weird. God, those frost hits have to be quite direct, don't they? Come on, freeze that sucker. Ow! Tank's gonna blow. Get up! No! Come on, lady! Oh, this is not cool. Please get out of the water. These billowbacks really freak me out. Oh my God! Just get roasted! Yeah, Bunny, if you're gonna hover around the wheels of the chair, you're gonna get freaked out when I get freaked out. Hey, girl, come on.
Watch her!
Wait, and it restarts here.
Child's play. Easy shot.
Don't just stand there! Get something more useful, like an actual health potion, which is in here somewhere. She can't run because she's stunned. clean up some of the ads before we finish the bellow back. 'Cause it's getting messy. Good lord, the fire is so brutal! Yeah, sorry, yellow. The yellow was temporary hit points. That was a potion. Man. The hitbox on the fire. I don't know if it's right to call it broken. It's definitely brutal. It's brutal! Oops. He already dead. And you're almost dead. Okay, you know what I do have some of? I do have some resist potions. I made them. Let's use them. What do I have? There's got to be a fire resist potion in here. Resist fire. Oh, I can't consume it from there, though. Resist fire. Now, queue up some health potions. Didn't get it. Crap. I will teach you to bleed. Shit. Somehow these beasts seems to know the difference between Aloy and all these others. Because Aloy seems to be a primary target. Did I even get it? God, that freeze didn't even count. Did not even count. Someone else get it? It walked into freeze. How did it walk into freeze? That didn't avoid it. Yes! Woo! Who's still alive? Some poor soul over here.
Get ready for this.
This house is clean.
All Mother, look upon our victory. A debt of blood is paid.
Yeah, Rex, I just forgot
this
it.
day, brave Nora.
From your lips to the goddess's ears. Yes, remember it. Be ready to leave this place. Let your spears and arrows rest in the bodies of the fallen. They are tainted, like these ruins.
Yeah,
They won't be able to kill again.
not sure what to call you, Vic. Can I call you
I
Vic
need
for
to
now?
find Olin.
BCKGWDA.
Who the killers were, how they saw me through his focus.
Completely different games. Both beautiful, both PlayStation exclusives. Completely different games. Unfortunately, I cannot scan those corruptors now that they're just carcasses. Claire? You had to reset your phone. Let's try again. Hey, Claire. I don't know about last time. It definitely came through that time. Hello to you.
Need them soon enough.
Freeze and 2x arrow. Yeah, I should have notched the extra arrows, and I just kept forgetting. Hack and slash, and I heard the canister. I didn't really see it happen. You're right about it being a blind shot. So now let's talk stealth. Iceman, you stealth through most of this, almost all of this. You spend an hour stealthing through it. That's pretty incredible. So you took out most of the bandits, right? Was it just, did things, I mean, you couldn't stealth kill the Bellowback. So did you manage to get everything but the Bellowback cleared? Or how did that play out? Health potions. Yeah, those health potions. Iceman left? Did he take off? Alright, I missed that. Thank you, Chronic. He's streaming, right on. So he's got his stream going. Yeah, I missed that. I was a little distracted.